What's going on, guys? I'm the Alabama Sasquatch, and this is my first commentary, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. My real name's Kevin. I'm 24. Play games way too fucking much, but I love it, so I'm going to continue to do it. I've been playing games ever since I was about 8. Started out on some real-time strategy, and ended up working my way to first-person shooters right around Halo PC. So, once I picked up Modern Warfare 2, I was pretty much stuck at the Call of Duty series, and I'll probably continue playing that over Halo. Um, Now, for anybody that hasn't played Search before, it's a lot like Team Deathmatch and Demolition, but you only get one life per round, so you got to make the most of it. A practical goal to give yourself is to just try to get one kill per round and stay alive as long as possible. If your entire team can just get one kill per round, you'll essentially win every round, and you'll never lose. So those are very basic goals to give yourself. In moving around a map at Search, if you've never played it before, you want to stick to the outskirts. You want to stay away from the middle. You want to try to give your opponents as little a target on yourself as possible. You always want to take the advantage over them. You see me camping out in this lift. Basically, I got A on lockdown. I can see anybody coming down from their spawn. Anybody that tries to move around behind me, I don't think they know to look in this lift quite yet. This will probably work for a while, but as soon as people start figuring out that you can actually get into this lift and it's actually a good vantage point into defending A, I'll probably have to find another place to sit in future games. But right now, it's just me and my buddy left, and I think there's only one person on the opposing team. I could rush the spawn and try to find him and kill him, but I'd rather play tactically, and I'd rather win the round than to risk losing it, because it doesn't even look like my teammate's really playing. I think he just now picked up his controller. So I see the last guy right there, so instead of coming at him directly, I'm going to go ahead and weaken him a little bit with a frag, and try to get down to the prone position to give him as little target as possible, finish him off. Now, a little bit of search etiquette. Don't spend too much time defusing bombs. Just go ahead and defuse it. If you want to spin around, fine, but don't run around the map, teabagging people and everything, because all you're going to do is piss people off. They don't want to sit there and watch you do that for 30 seconds. And what'll happen is the next round, if they beat you, they'll do the same shit. It'll just prolong the game, and it's pretty much useless. So on this round, I decided to take a different route. Ended up getting very lucky right here. I got myself out in the open. You really want to avoid that. I was able to take him out. He should have killed me. He definitely had an advantage on me. And the good play on his part. He should have killed me. I guess I just got lucky. But now that I got a spy plane up, I'll come back into their spawn. I guess the guy's not really playing on their team. I'll finish them off for the last kill. Now, if you haven't played Search before, you definitely want to stay to the outskirts. Don't make yourself too obvious. You wanna give your enemies as a little target on yourself as possible. In Search, a kill-death ratio isn't really prevalent. It's all about the kill-to-death spread. So a 7-3 game is actually a really good game in Search. It's more about how many more kills than deaths did you have versus the ratio of it. So you're not going to get a lot of kills in Search. I think the maximum I've ever gotten in a Search game was probably about 23. It's far and few between. So, but the Search has got its moments, especially when it comes to clutches and things like that. Basically, when your whole team dies and you're the last one alive and there's still 4 people left, they're all spectating you. So you basically got a crowd behind you rooting for you, and you got to prove to them that you're worthy of being on their team. So for people that haven't really played Search, a good class setup would be Ghost. Ghost would be very great. It'll keep the enemy team from seeing you on the spy plane. And until you get Ghost Pro, you're pretty much screwed to any air support. But I don't think a lot of people have Ghost Pro at this moment. Your second perk can pretty much be anything. Sleight of Hand is a good one. Uh, see, Warlord's also a good one if you want to use a suppressor and a red dot. I would definitely recommend using a suppressor anyway on search. You definitely don't want to show up on their radar when you start shooting weapons. So use a suppressor, run Ghost, run Sleight of Hand, Warlord, and your last one, a good one to use would probably be Hacker at the moment. Hacker will show you where enemy claymores are at, which they tend to use a lot in search. And usually where an enemy claymore's at, there's usually an enemy player, so you could probably get a good advantage on them. So right now, you don't really have to use Ninja. It's pretty tough to sound horror. It's possible, but it's a whole lot harder than it was in the previous Call of Duty games. So at the moment, Ninja is not a requirement. Probably if they end up patching it to where you can actually hear and sound horror a lot, Ninja will become more prevalent, and it'll probably be a necessity for playing in search games, because people will just sit around corners waiting on you to stomp around. If you ever die in search, be sure to watch the kill cam. Like, especially if you don't know how you died, watching the kill cam is probably the best information you'll get. You'll get to see where the enemy shot you from. Maybe it's a line of sight you've never seen before. Maybe you'll see an entire route that he took right off the spawn. Maybe it was a spawn nade that you could use in future games. So pay attention to the kill cams. Unless it's an obvious one, you know, you just lost a gunfight. You know, there's no use in watching that. When you're spectating other players, be sure see what they're doing. See how they're moving around the map, where they're looking at, where they think obvious spots of people hiding are. That'll teach you how to play search a little bit better, is watching other people play search. In future games, I will show you more advanced tactics and techniques for playing search. This was just a preliminary beginner's guide to search. Hopefully, I gave you some information you might not have heard, especially for newer players playing search.